understand. Well, it is stream time again, so oh, the clock just ticked, so let's go stream. Welcome back to Ether 1. Is it like the first Ether, or is it Ether 1 or the Ether? Last time there was a post office, I think. Okay. Who's the button? Ah, Jesus. There are 8 ribbons in this place? Is that what I'm getting? 8 there, 8 there. Man. It's gonna take a million years. Zeb! Welcome. How are you? Did you get those discs fixed? See, this is the problem that we have that you and I stream, is that I'm at work when you're streaming and you're sleeping when I'm streaming. This is walking speed. This is running speed. Seem all that different.
Oh, look at the moon. It's so big. Or is it Friday?
See no moon. You're crazy. Looks like a thing. You have one of those? Oh god. PS2 games are the worst. They're ugh. It's just, I've had so many problems with so many PS2s because the laser gets all out of whack and then I gotta fix it. That's a pain in the neck. Okay. Which game is it? May I inquire? I'm gonna put that key in here. That is not a game I am familiar with. Where did I put that thing? It's over here. Okay, that was weird. All right. I know I've had a hell of a time getting my copy of Psychonauts to work. To the point where I ended up...
I wouldn't exactly say orange.
You can say whatever you want. Psychonauts. I haven't been able to get my copy of Psychonauts to play, so I ended up buying a Steam version. Did the whole scratch restore thing, and it's just in the neck. I had a game like that. What was it? I don't remember. But there was a game I ended up with. Oh, Legend of Legaia. A PS1 game. Really good PS1 game. But it got scratched and you couldn't get past like the tutorial battle at the beginning of the game.
I completely disagree.
It's my story, lady. Don't you sass me. Love that game. It was a really fun game. It was very hard. Or I was very bad at it. Or both. I got the second one. I haven't played it yet that I can recall. Open. Okay, how about this one? I don't remember how to open doors. Help. Maybe I can't open those doors. Maybe that's why. Oh, there's something here. Something here. I think we need this. I remember there was like a thing. Yes, this looks like my house right now. It's not how you play checkers. Excuse me. Oh, no, here it is. Go away, hat. Remove hat. Perfect. Okay. This thing. I need one hat, 2 bells, and a stick. Okay. There's a hat. There's a bell. There's a stick. We need another bell. I think we have to order bells from the thing downstairs. But wasn't a stamp, so we needed to find a stamp, maybe?
Oh no. Oh no, nothing.
You're not helping, mysterious voice. Okay, nothing in there. I want. Bells 1. Okay. Why are you giving me PlayStation things now? I don't have that kind of controller. I have an Xbox controller and it's unplugged. This game has some problems. Least of which being that it's like 8 years old. Is that a stamp? Hey, we did it. We postaged the thing. Did that give me bells? This is a weird house. Now, why don't they jingle? They should totally jingle. Baldricks? These are bells. These are jingle bells. Do I need to put Baldricks on the thing? Do I have to take it to the post office? Or I mean, this is all memory. Confused. Oh, hey.
All the invitations beautifully handwritten and sealed.
That was not an invitation, that was an order form.
We would be delighted if you could attend our special day. Please RSVP.
I will not rend his vows, s'il vous please.
Let's hope everyone can make it.
Why did I get jingle bells for that? My French is just as good as Brad Pitt's German. I forget what he said in that movie. You know the one. Inglorious Bastards. It's weird to me. You gotta go through 7 rooms to get to this room. Hooray!
Every single invitation applied to, and with the same answer. Yes.
We fixed the thing with Christmas magic.
We received an email today from the board of directors. It seems that I'm going to have to submit a report on my findings and treatment progress so far. Funding really is the last thing we need to worry about right now. Anyway, I used the engagement train a couple hours ago, and my patient is still smiling from ear to ear. I really feel like there's a huge well of emotion trapped away inside, and if I can just find the right item to release it, then this will all be of value. I think I may be able to use this patient as a case study. An example of how effective this treatment really is.
Pitt? Like Kid Icarus Pitt? Oh, Brad Pitt. Sorry. I try not to think about Brad Pitt. Just made a fool of myself. Never done that before on the internet. We might have to look up that clip for break time. My first clue should have been when you had Pitt with 2 T's. It really should have been my first clue. But I'm a dope, so no. Ooh, I see a ribbon.
I wonder how many fish they'll catch yesterday.
Yeah, okay, lady. I also wonder how many they will catch yesterday. Today's workshop didn't go very well. I attended a mosaic group as recommended by my doctor. As requested, I sat down and began to follow the instructions from the kind lady who was helping me. Yet, as I sat in that room with people surrounding me, all having the same condition as I suddenly became aware of where I was and why I was there. Having never felt such an emotional sensation, I began to panic, to seize up, and with an overwhelming need to leave the group. I was in a state. When I paint, I feel like I lose myself in the forms I create. My thoughts and problems no longer become apparent or relevant. Nothing else matters, especially new art forms. Oh, I see a red thing. It's gonna have to wait. I feel like, maybe build this closer to the water.
You probably should have rolled up your trousers.
I ain't scared. Wow. Oh. Oops. I think we just had a, what do you call it? What was that game? With the guy who jumped on the thing and had the Assassin's Creed. That's the thing. Had the hoodie and was in like a Soul Calibur game or something. Never played an Assassin's Creed game. Okay. Gimme.
Please remain focused in there, Restorer. I can't stress to you how much I'm relying on you to succeed. I've been let down far too many times before, and I won't stand for it again. What? Yes, I asked you half an hour ago. No, I want you to inject it now. I don't care. They have clearly stated the procedure's intention, so do as I ask. sorry about that. I need to go and sort out an incompetent individual as per usual. I'll be back shortly.
It's not me this time. I mean, I did kind of almost drown in some lady's memory of the big moon from yesterday. So probably orange. But I don't know for sure. As I'm a dullard. Okay, this, did we do a thing with this? This looks familiar. What is a pointy anvil? You can run right into that. Do yourself an injury. Doesn't look safe either. Oh, it's because I'm hitting my head on an anchor. That's what you expect at the blacksmith's. Why wouldn't you trust her? She seems fine. She seems very nice, just like that bear lady in the last game. Ooh, a bibli. Watch out, Dracula. Dear Mr. Bell, although I'm grateful for the extra income, I'm slightly worried about the damage you've done to my floor whilst putting your cables under my workshop. The floor looks very weak, and I'm nervous every time I have to carry something heavy over it. Anyway, I've made the repair cable you asked for. It's only a temporary fix, but it should do the job. We'll talk about the floor again soon. Vampires. Dear Aaron, my sleepless nights now have almost stopped. The rolling sound of the buoys out at sea helped me to drift off every night, and Poppy sleeps soundly at the foot of my bed next to my tools. Listen to the buoys. Beautiful. It has been difficult to continue blacksmithing in the same capacity as an old man. There are so many repairs that I need to do for the locals that I'm just not quick enough to do it in time. Anyway, those Wainwright kids have been playing around the furnace again. They come down to watch the toy boat races on the river, but like to take excursions into my workshop. I know you're neighbors with their parents, so could you ask them to have a word with their children for me? I just don't have the energy to chase them anymore. Seb, you do not worry about it at all, my friend. You get to sleep, and I hope you get some better sleep than you've been getting. Thanks for stopping by. I will, catch you next time, and I'll try and get to one of your streams one of these days. I'll like go hide in the back room and keep my phone on me or something. I don't know. Rest well, my friend. Do we fight vampires or do we make electricity? What do we do? You know, if we just plug that end in, we've got an electro boom video. We can't do both. We can only carry one thing at a time. We have one hand. That's work. If we run into any vampires and get murdered, it's your fault. There's the other thing. Come here. Why are there two of those? That means I'm going to have to pick one up, go to a place, put it in the thing, possibly come back, get the other one. Ugh, that's obnoxious. That's obnoxious. Alright. Just be on the lookout for Draculas, I guess. Now, how are you gonna, why you can't with your hand in there? It's a horrible design. I just want you to know you can't fight a Dracula with electricity. Not at all how that works.
even in the darkness, new memories can be painted into our lives.
Wait. How did, oh, oh, oh. It's just not safe. Well, no, hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on just a minute. Look, you can't just do that. Because there's more wires. This isn't going to work. How do I know I hooked them up right? I don't care if they're color coded. There's 3 red ones.
Sometimes we find old ones. We forgot we're even there.
People? Well, I did it. Whatever it is. Look, it's Abel. Like I just threw that on the floor. Note to self, I must ask the blacksmith to make me a connector for the broken cable. I had hoped to have finished my test by now, and I fear that even when the power is back on, that the lamp still won't function correctly. Either way, I must try. I already have another experiment lined up using sound, and I'm eager to press on. There wasn't an anyway in that, letter. I have a story about it anyway, but first, let's see what floating object we get this time.
There's not much I can say about today's session other than sheer joy. We'd set up an easel in the corner of the room by the window, and we both painted together for most of the afternoon. The paintings were remedial, but showed a keen desire to express one's emotions. There's a person in there just screaming to break out. The whole session was recorded, and I believe this is tangible evidence that the therapy is working. I just need to show sustainability to ensure further funding. Of course, full validation and acceptance is still the goal here, but this is fantastic.
We're inside Bob Ross's memories. That's why I painted my bathroom. It was therapy. There's a whole person in there screaming to get out. And now they want to go back. I'm just fine with that. Okay. Anyway. Yes, the thing anyway. Ray Romano. He's a guy. He's been on TV. A couple of movies. Maybe you've heard of him. He's a stand-up comedian. Bling blong, hello phone. And I don't find him particularly funny or otherwise. I think he's probably one of the least obnoxious people to have, gone that way with their career. I did see one little bit of stand-up he did. And it was about anyway. It's about the word anyway. Essentially, his point is that...
The boys used to make the fish talk. Ugh.
Yeah, stupid talking fish. When involved in conversation with another person, anyway is really the key. It's secret code. And it means, I have nothing more to say. We need to stop talking. That's what anyway means. And you can test this theory by replacing anyway with other phrases in a sentence, and it will still make sense. Things like, I don't care. Go to hell. Hope you die. Try it in your day tomorrow. Just if you, Gimme. This is an automatic piano.
speaking. No, everything is coming along as expected. He's showing some good progress. I know, but... Yes, I understand. I'll send the results as soon as possible. That was observations. The board are expecting results soon. We simply can't miss this deadline. There should only be one more memory fragment in this area that we need to find. Please don't let me down like the others did.
Do what? I was playing. Right, fine. Anyway. Listen to the buoys. Especially that one. You can hear it from here. The physics on those confuse me. Bling blong phone, hello. Okay. I don't think we've been over this way. It's Abel's. I have your book.
It glistened in the shop window. A music box with the most beautiful decoration.
A great man once worked here. Part philosopher, part engineer. His radical new ideas changed the course of history forever. Let's find out what this has to do with anything.
More damned failures plague my work. Equipment has been breaking all the time, forcing me to buy in bulk or to sort out expensive and specific parts. The Hemingways who run the post office must think that I am creating Frankenstein's monster. Sometimes I wonder if I am, especially with so many failed attempts. It's like God is stopping me in my tracks, preventing me from creating this wondrous machine for some unfathomable reason. How can more conversation and contact be a bad thing? Sir, let me introduce you to the internet. Let me just point to a couple of examples of why this is a terrible idea. There it is. How do I get there? Where did I put it? It's over here. Okay? Over here. Give. I don't know if it's right, but we'll try. Guess that's wrong. There's got a puzzle around here somewhere, because there's what's it? Projector. That's what those are called. Come on, just let me. Yeah. This was Fallout. I could do it. Let me make bad decisions.
Loud. You'll scare them off.
The boat races. I bet if we had another boat, we could put it in the race, and then that would turn on the projector. Good luck. Maybe we can find a boat. It's just going to be the orchard. Yeah. Yeah. Fine. Talk to the lady again.
Remember, Restorer, I will not let you project back to the real world until our goal is reached. Don't worry about what's happening on my end. I'll make sure you're safe. As long as you help me, I'll help you. And we'll get through this in one piece. Now, when you're ready, come back to the case and let's access the first core memory of this evening.
He's keeping us locked up in this crazy lady's head. For good reason, I'm sure. I'm here. 20 projectors. Not just in this area, I hope, right? Oh, look, we did a thing. It's a cure for wellness. I didn't think that key did that. Oh, God. Now it's, Cry of Fear. This is exactly like the beginning of Cry of Fear. That's horrible. Why would anybody want that? Sophie? I broke the whiskey and then snoring came out of the bottle. Are we gonna run into Googliata while we're in here?
Make a wish.
Ready for transparent cake. Sure, that was a thing on the Great British Show of Bakers. Bakers, today you'll be making food that you can see through. Ah, Jesus! You have 2 hours and you have to incorporate cuttlefish. Or is that a chopped? Alright, I think we're done here. I'm almost positive that was an episode.
How was it in there?
Confusing.
I can see from the evidence you gathered that the memory showed strong emotional readings that point to a pleasant memory. Then again, even happy memories can be locked away for good reasons sometimes. There are at least 2 areas close by that hold memory fragments. These should lead us to more core memories, and hopefully the artifact. From my notes, it seems that you'll need to follow the river further up the valley and see what we can access there. We'd best get to move on.
Could you narrow it down a little more, lady? Oh. Maybe the miner. Where do you want me to go? You told me to go somewhere else, and there's nowhere else to go. Help me. Maybe we go Mm-hmm. That gate open, maybe? Whee!
Don't talk so loud. You'll scare them off.
I'm sorry! Who? Half that water is running uphill.
Pathway should be around here somewhere.
You mean right here? Right here?
Let's explore, shall we?
Don't tell me what to do, lady. I'm the one. Oh, choppy. Why so choppy? Oh, it's the pearly gates. It's the mother of pearly gates. Dr. Edmonds has asked me to write in here during my therapy sessions and not at home because I haven't been filling out my book when I'm on my own. Told her I didn't want to do it anymore, but she's a bitch. I mean, she insisted that I do it because it will help me remember things. I just want to paint. I don't want to write. Colors make it clear. They make everything clear for me. Today I'm going to paint my view from this window. Then Dr. Edmonds says Jim is going to pick me up and take me back to the care home. Thomas. And George said he'd come by and tell me about the rabbits.
At least we don't have to go all the way up there.
Where? Up there? I have a very hard time knowing what it is you're referring to, lady. Because I'd be looking at it like, well, I didn't say it was orange, did I? Like, what the hell does that mean? Here's the rock. Mother always did used to play tennis. What the hell are you talking about? Doctor lady? Can you give me some vague directions again? This wall? It's, the Sook School. Just that one piece. It will harm no one. Give me. Damn it. I will find a use for you, Key, one day. This looks like it's trying to get my attention, so I guess. Well, screw you too, Pinwheel Village.
I love the sound of the river.
Okay, that one made sense, and it confuses me that you didn't say it the first time we came down here. Ooh, there's the thing. The water's so choppy. We're the worst. Like, this is worse than Fallout moving around. Wrong button. The journals are horribly out of order. In today's workshop, we were asked to paint using a personal life experience as inspiration. I struggled to think of anything at first as I wanted to think about my time in America, but my thoughts kept coming back to Pinwheel. Eventually, I gave up and decided to draw upon an event that happened here in the 60s. Something was traumatic for me and the rest of the village. The mines, from memory, were dark and claustrophobic, and the men trapped down there helpless as the water came through the cavern wall. I wish I could remember all of their names, and I hope that today's painting did them all justice. My teacher said it was very good, but a little too dark for her.
Can we have a go on the rope swing?
God, no. See? How? Why would you just... Okay. Many of my teachers often said this. Very good. You gotta lighten up, buddy. Many of my teachers. I took 2 psychology classes, and separate times, both of the teachers said, oh man. When I would turn something in. They'd look at it for a minute and like, oh boy. That is not a joke. I'm not making that up. Can I go here? What?
The area of the mine that you've just entered seems to be outputting a variety of important memories. There also seems to be a strong signal coming from within it that appears to be in line with what we'd expect from the artifact.
Gasp.
The item we're after to make you stronger. With dementia, it's often the patient's short-term memory that begins to falter first. We can use older memories as a seed to help rebuild and validate our patient's life story. The artifact should also help us to avoid another relapse, whilst allowing us to target the amyloid plaques that cause our patient's brain cells to die in the first place.
Yeah, but I found the rock and you told me to leave the rock alone because the rock was doing things. And then now you're like, no, the rock's totally fine. It's cool. The rock is your friend. Hit it with sticks. Flames must be clothed at all times. Flashlight. Why the hell would I pick up a flashlight if I can't flashlight with it? Give me that back. What the hell was that? Christ, how much arsenic do you need? You gonna run into the 2 weird ants at this point?
It's locked.
Oh. Was... Gary Grant, are you in there? I did it. I don't know what it was, but I did it. This is supposed to be 1. 1, 3. Is it 2 and 2?
It's not going to get any better. This isn't going to get any easier for anyone.
It says here that arsenic was a very useful byproduct of the tin refining process and is still used in many medicines and foods. The miners ground and burnt out any unwanted materials and then exported it for money. But in these quantities, it was extremely lethal. Accidents here were often fatal. Let's find out what happened here.
11322. Good job, me. I remembered a thing. Arsenic goes great with tea. I learned that in a movie. Holy crap. Running out of time. And Woodrow Wilson, go to bed. Funniest line in that movie. How come I could open that one? We watched that movie in one of my English classes quite a bit. She saw it fall from the town square, her ears ringing after the deafening blow. The victory shaft swayed, then began to fall like a pack of cards brushed by a breeze. Thick black smoke erupted into the air, just like a pack of cards. She told me that at that moment fear had swelled like a balloon in her chest. The victory shaft had fallen, and a great accident had occurred in the mine. She feared we were both dead for a brief moment, but I was not there. It would take her years to overcome this. We had to leave. I feel like victory shaft should be capitalized. Alright, that's the one we saw when we got here, right? Is this the victory shaft? Hooray for victory! How do I get in there? This looks like how I get in there.
Well, I must say, I'd hoped this case would have been solved by now. I know, I should take some of the responsibility.
All?
But I have given you every resource imaginable to complete this restoration.
What are you talking about?
Just remember that all of this funding is lost if you don't do your job effectively and find that artifact.
Wah, wah, wah. I remember coming home one sunny afternoon after I'd been attending school to find an odd-shaped parcel on the living room table. My father had recently stopped working at the mine. My mother had unfortunately left us both for a reason that I never truly knew. I think he wanted me to know that he still loved me, regardless of the situation. My father came downstairs smiling, his eyes a little lost. He told me to sit down. He pushed the present toward me, and I began to open it. Inside was a tin Davy lamp, all cleaned up and ready for use. It had been my father's from when he had worked in Devlin. It meant everything to me. Oh, this one. These look important. No, they're not. This looks important. Wash bed sheets today. Make me. Pick mail up from floor, open mail, sort mail into important and junk piles. Place junk pile into bin, place important pile into letter rack. You got a job in the mailroom and you need a reminder of how to work in a mailroom. Maybe you shouldn't be working in the mailroom. Ask no aspersions here. That's probably important stuff. I'm not going to remember all of it.
A large bundle of postcards just laying in a pile on the front porch.
This is called a victory shaft. Apparently it could be seen for miles around and controlled the central operation to the industrial area. Each of the 4 work pillars were pivotal in Pinwheel's economic success, and all of them, working to full capacity, was required to create a sustainable export operation.
France, Portugal, Cyprus, America. They could have been sent at any time.
Hey, I did it. So we're going to have to go to each one of these buildings. Do this. But we did this one. Because those are the numbers. I remember that. Now we got to go find the other ones. Sounds totally as Cryophere. Come on, you just can't put a couch in a hallway. Try and stop me. Sophie?
It seems that the patient is getting a little agitated. Not to worry, though. They always get worse before they get better. With that said, I have been warned about, well, pushing these experiments too far. But I feel like I can trust you. You will keep this just between us.
Yes, whatever you say. Please don't leave me stranded inside the lady.
Are you sure he was red? It just doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Super communist. Communist weatherman. Called him Rudy. Communist weatherman.
3 years. I've placed 3 whole years of my life into this research.
Ooh.
I have sacrificed so much. Patients with these specific symptoms of dementia and at this stage don't come along often. And to be told that after 3 years of hard work and waiting that I have only 9 days to yield the results that they want. Who the hell do they think they are? It's not my fault. I can only work with the restorers I'm given.
Words echoed around the polished wooden room. 16 years old. You know what that means.
No. No, I don't. Is that a magnet? It might be a magnet. Oh. That's a good guess. Ah! That is not safe. That could not be less safe. I mean, it could be on fire, but we do have a sign about no naked flames, so. I have a thing open. And I'm way behind. We apparently, by coming here, we missed like 3 areas. And I don't know how. I must admit, I have been quite nervous and shy whilst attending various groups and therapy sessions. I prefer to focus on what task I have been given and rarely speak with others in the group. Up until now, I think this has been because I feel that I'm different to them in some way. Yet today we had a new patient named Mark come into the group. He was a similar age to me, around 65, and had been diagnosed with dementia. He was a photographer like my son and spent a lot of his time discussing the work that he had done. I liked him a lot, and it was nice to connect with someone who was as passionate about art as I. We talked about starting up a volleyball league over at the beach. Gotta play with your heart. Give it all that you got. Where's the things? Things are up here. There's things. There's things. Where were we? 31112.
Shh, shh. Can you hear that?
No. I'm sad no one commented on my very funny joke. It was a very funny joke. Deserved comment. Pressure control. I'm in the wrong room. I don't think I should have to explain it. It's a funny joke. No, the other one. 22133. Sometimes you just stop running. I like it. Oh. No. I don't remember. I thought it was that 22123. Let's just look at the whole thing is signals. Thing there. Pinwheel Industrial Center. Piston handle. Red button. This isn't even the place. How did we end up in so many wrong places? We're in the mines. Tire swing, stone bridge. There's a watery gap beneath the rocks you can go through. Oh. Ah. Yeah. Bye-bye. No. Man. Fine. They got a lantern in that picture. How do they get a lantern? Yeah, we've like skipped a whole area somehow. Like a whole area. like right here on the map. It's break time anyway, though, so let's take a break. When we come back, we'll attempt to go where we're supposed to go. Yeah.